is that before he is appointed as a king, before he doesn't know that he has these special qualities. The special qualities that there is in special people, whatever, this king at least we know that he is the Nashamayim, has special qualities. His Etzem and Neshama is a very serious, deep thinker. It says his midas were higher, that in his midas was stronger and greater than other people's smartest people's have. He was he's more in the deep thinker and deep feelings and different kind of a person. But these feelings, the king himself doesn't even know he has it. For sure he doesn't use it for anywhere. Until people come and beg him, so the coronation of the king, that's what Rosh Hashanah has. That people ask, they go to the king, this person, and tell him, we need a leader. And we know there's no one better for this job than you. We know that you don't need us, but we need you. We beg you, please, we promise you, we'll give us everything. We'll come your army, we'll give you our fields, we'll give you our money. Just lead us. Shtachvor means pish yadayim, my head, my brain, everything I give over to the king. After that happens, that touches the king, and it reaches to his inner depth, and then it comes out from them, him, the feeling that he never knew he had, this koyach hamlucha, the koyach tzmas. It says on Posik Tanach, and Shaul, that after he became a king, but there it was that Shaul, Shmuel anointed him was the Am, but it says B'chalal has to be through Am. So that means when that pachton ishach, it changed to a different kind of person. It's a different kind of feeling. He never knew him that he has this thing, but from then on, he runs the kingdom. Now, the Eibishter wants to should be. He wants to have this midas hamlucha. So that Ashai says Tanya Shayo Zemunas. See this? If to have this coronate the king, it can't be a lot of donkeys will come over to him and say, "I want you to be a king." It can't be even his children. All children says, "We know who you are. I want you to become a king." It doesn't work. It has to be many plain people who they wouldn't on their own, wouldn't have no reason to be bottled to him. And only then, because there's plain people who have a life of their own and never needed to even felt any reason why they should be bottled to him. And only then that they accept him for a king, that's what reaches him. So Melucha is a special kind of a thing. So it says Exodus that Melech, one hand, Melucha is the 10th of the lowest sphere, yet the Shoyresh of Melucha is all the way up on Nasib. Like here, the Melucha, when the king, after he reveals the Melucha in himself, that draws from his Etzem and Neshama to this feeling, this awe inspiration that he presents to everybody, to the folk, to the Am, is because his Etzem and Neshama, his whole Etzem and Neshama is in it. And his Etzem and Neshama was the Gal. So Dafke Malchus pulls out your Etzem and Neshama to be revealed, and you should feel it and be able to pass it on to someone else. On the other hand, you're not going to have it. It's not only Dachtava of that. That's the marshal. Chassidus and that's a question. Male people, he's a human being, the king is a human being, a lot of human beings. So you could say that the bittul of the Am, of the plain people, reaches him. It's very interesting. Look at these people that didn't have to be mishtachet to me, and they didn't battle themselves to me. So it reaches him. It's like something. We're speaking about Hashem Yisborach wants to. He says Hashem Yisborach says Adonai Noam Hashem Molchem Tem Kol Yisur Nivra. Before anything was created, the Eibishter had he wants to be a melech. So, if you need to have an am, someone who's ke'erkut, that should be mevatel himself to the melech in order to reach him, how could he dream that any human being, or any nivra who's created yesh ma'ayin, should be important enough that because you're moided that you would bottle to the king, big deal to the Eibishter. You'd be moided that the Eibishter is giving you your creations from him, your yash. Nothing to me in Mulvadoi. And you're moided, I'm going to accept you as similar from the Loich Aleina Atah. What's the fire Meluchedus? This is what Chassidus says, that the Eibishter was boiched with B'chir Chavshis, that he made Yidden so important that if he can wait to be a melech until Yidden are accepting on him, on themselves his melucha and be mishlach, as if they would be berech. He makes Yidden important. He makes them so important to him that they could, if Yidden, would ask Hashem Yisborach, V'loich Aleinu, we makabel on ourselves, Oil Malchut Shamayim, I will be a melech. But that's the moshel of melucha, the importance of melucha. Here comes another part of the moshel. In Russia, there was a tsar. You know, there was a tsar. It says when the tsar was killed or he died, and people in the Bible said, "There's no moshel anymore. There's no moshel on melucha anymore. We don't. You can use the. We don't understand what it is." Used to be kings. Yeah, you know the story. Stamps in Canada, sometimes the stamps for green people. The story, you know, it used to be that it was a British Empire, which the King of England was the king of Australia and Canada also. Still, so fine. So why is he called the King of Canada? Why is he called the King of British Empire? Because there is but he's proud that he's the King of Britain. The King of Britain is so strong, so great. He has his empire. He has others also. He has that everybody's big countries are giving to him. But he identifies and he wants people to look at him. He's proud. He's the King of England. This moshel is what said when we say down in Rosh Hashanah, "V'yomer kol asher neshama ba'apoy Hashem Melekei Yisrael Melech." Hashem Yisborach wants to let everybody know, and the whole world should know that he is proud that he's the Melech of Bnei Yisrael. He's the King of Eden. Even though he's Melech Malchei Amlochim from the whole older Mlochim from the whole world. But his title, he wants to be called Melech Yisrael. Everybody else, Elokeinu, then Melech Orion. So here in Tanya says that after knowing that the Eibishter is so great, so the Eibishter, then we come to, he says, the Eibishter, Hiniach al yonim v'tachtonim. He put aside, he doesn't care so much about the yonim v'tachtonim as much as he cares for Miyached Malchuso Yalam Yisrael B'chlal. Miyached Malchuso means he wants that he should be called that he's a king of Eden. He's believes in Malachim, very important Malachim. He doesn't want to be called Lekei Asrafim. He wants to be called Kei Yisrael. Then he says V'olah B'frat, which is a Moyanik thing. That he says that each should figure out and think. The Torah says that it's true, that Kavayochel wants to be the whole creation because he wanted to be a melech. We just said that. He wanted to be a melech, he wanted to be a special kind of melech. He wants to be a melech of Bnei Yisrael. Not only of Bnei Yisrael, wants to be your melech. Every each should think most important in Hashem's eyes. I have to know they should have 5 different very important things. Right now he's saying you have to think as if David says nothing else and the whole world's created just for you and is waiting for you to be Mekabel Malchusa. This is what the Rebbe says later, that the Rebbe continues, V'in Hashem Nitzav Olav Babet Olav, so you take me mal. So that the Rebbe says, Nitzav Olav means Hashem is what's hold standing. He can't be a king without you making him for a king. This is no joke. Kavayol created the whole world just because he wants to be a king, not that he wants to be your king. And the way he'll do that, to be a chassid, to be a rachman, he doesn't need you around for that, you know. There's no such a thing that he's waiting for you to make him a rachman. But melucha, which is so important to him, is the name, the whole David created the whole world because he wanted to be a melech, which means he wants to have a certain kind of relationship which comes dafka through the bittel of the arm, dafka through the Kabbalah's oil malchusay. This is called Kabbalah's oil malchus shamayim. The Rebbe says the Pegmin base finishes this posik like it's v'anachma mikablim, like it says soim tosim alecha melech. That the idea of Kabbalah's malchus shamayim is that you are now anointing, making David the king of the whole world, your personal king. That you are accepting that the Melech Malchus Amlochem is now going to be a king, the king that is going to, the whole world is going to know his whole, that is, what is he? I don't want to say Shemaiah, because everybody speaks about his name. It says Peklim Zayin also like this. It's just like Havrom, like Yitzchak, wherever he should feel when you do a mitzvah, the Eivishter is, and he's as if he is, the whole world should know he is the God of every person whenever he has his name. So when we say Kabbalah's Oil Malchus Shamayim, you have to realize what it means. Who is the Malchus Shamayim to remember Kabbalah? That's what we need like Chassidus for, to have some kind of appreciation, but more appreciation of what's happening here, what the Eibishter is, what kind of relationship do Hashem does he have to me, do I have to him? This Pektai says he's standing and waiting for me to Kabbalah and Malchus Shamayim. So this, Tanya, it comes out that you have to do this every minute. It's not that you do it once and then you can go to sleep. There's every minute, nu Kabbalah and Malchus Shamayim, nu Kabbalah and Malchus Shamayim. Nachsel in your name, said we're saying as a here, saying Kodesh Elul is a man to do tshuva prikas oil. What means prikas oil? Prikas oil means that you don't appreciate what's available. You don't even appreciate what you are. But your actions, how much does that, my actions, your actions, a Yiddish action, what it does, you don't appreciate how this triggers the whole Seder Shtalshel is, makes a difference. How did I use out this minute? Did I appreciate my shaykhs, how much Hashem wants me to just to accept his melucha? Then there's the mitzvah afterwards. But the first thing, Kabbalah is melucha. El is in Kabbalah and Malchus Shamayim. For sure, so often that is to do mitzvahs more and so on. But here you're speaking about it, make a cheshman nefesh. Why say do you? Just I'm speaking to myself loud. Do I appreciate how important my minute, Hashem gives me life, Dank dem Eibishter that is giving me life, another minute of life, give me a chance to do such things that are so important to him himself. No malach could do it. Srafim Elyonim can do it. Klal Yisrael can do it. You, me personally, I have to do that. That's the Tshuva of El. Tshuva of El is Kabbalah's Oil Malchus Shamayim. Know what Shamayim is. What new Malchus Shamayim is. If we don't use it, we don't think even about it, that's called Prikasoy. That's the passion Prikasoy. You don't understand the whole inner Malchus Shamayim that you should have. Fine. So, kann Labo sein gut.
No, אני לא הייתי. Weiter.
Don't say that breaking of the it's very important. Besides, it is a chance to the person who's talking.
He wants a break. He wants a break. He wants a break. He wants a break. The Bachar asks you to ring, and then they don't even sing. It's not fair.
Right.
Ask me also last minute. Just say no.
Das ist nicht so geredet mit Nagdim.
He wants a break. He wants a break. He wants people to sing, so he can have a break. Let's try again.
Sagt, zugeregt oder verbringen. Die Nagdim darf nicht zugeregt. Achter zu eine halbe Stunde Fahrt verbringen. Und die Nagdim darf vergessen. סבונו וריימנטונו מכל הלשני זה קידשתנו Du Chaim, no? Ja, wegen Chaim. Ich want noch Chaim. Aber bitte mehr. Bitte mehr.
You also, and you also all around the hour. Very good. Good.
Geh noch einmal ist da.
Chaim. Ich brauche einen Platz für Chaim. I told you to prepare what to talk. It's the story of my life. Last day, get phone calls from people. Leider, they don't have nachas from the children. Hasidische families. Grown-up children, not children who are 7, 8 years old. Older, teenagers or older. They're not going in the derech the way the parents want them to go. The Torah wants them to go. What could I tell them? It's a problem. On one hand, I told you that I told my father that the first and most important bracha is that you should have the Bonne, between Bonne Chaim, the most important bracha is to have Hasidische children, fromme children, even fromme children is the way of the bracha. That big tefillah. Davening, we only find that you ask for it only in the Hagel and none. No other time the davening maybe there's over there so finally that bracha for me and my children. I think I remember if maybe even Shosh ago. But it's not, Torah doesn't, you only have a tefillah for Volatin. Huh? Seeing is a promise. So you ask, maybe she's telling you it will be like that. Pashtus is when children grow older, it's not your tefillahs that are really responsible for it, because they're already balei. It's they have a chance on their own to do whatever they want, and they have to reach their decision on their own. On the other hand, it's the hashgacha pratis. I don't know if you know about this. Just like there's the Jeb, there's every week there's zichus with the Rebbe. There's also we have over here. Shel Yosef gives out every week also beautiful zichus. Different kind of sikhs. Today, sikh that I heard that he had for this weekend. The Rebbe speaks about this. He speaks how important is the parents' behavior, how that affects the children, not knowing about it. Says that Moshe the Gemara says that Kimchis, because Tzaris Beiso never saw her hair. That because of that she was so tznisdik that never anybody was in the house, nobody was there, but even the walls never saw her hair. And that's because she had 7 children who grew up to be Kohen and Gedolim. Instead, why they need 7? They must have not lived alone, whatever. But the point is that they get a common Kohen. The Rebbe makes an issue of it. That the idea, that the behavior from the mother, the parents, while the children are in the house, even when they're 1 year old, and even right before they were born, 9 months before, the Rebbe makes an issue out of that. Many times people wrote to the Rebbe about they have problems with the children. The Rebbe would say they should learn over Hilchos Taras HaMishpacha, but sometimes they must have overlooked something, but that could be a reason to affect the child. So, first thing is, before the Mamish, the Rebbe says that don't forget, whatever you're doing is going to affect your children. Right now, you see the children, you look at these children, you're smiling, you're standing off the cheder, you don't know what's going anyway, you come back, they give you a kiss and you're enjoying the fact that you don't even know the feeling that it is a Rahman al-Tzan, if your child grows up and who knows what he's going to be, he's going to be homophobic, he's going to be a former bocher, what's going to be, what's going to happen, is it going to be a menschenfresser, Trägener, you could don't cool, what's going to happen? It's no less than less dying. The way, the Rebbe says, one of the ways to make sure help is if you behave the way the child sees the way you behave. Don't just bring out what the Rebbe said. Person should learn Taras HaMishpacha now. The child is already born. What's going to help that you learn Taras HaMishpacha now? The Rebbe would say many times that by the parents changing their behavior during tshuva, is moyer ben hashamayim abrocha, that the children should also, whatever they spoiled for the child, they should be able to, even that should change. So this is one of the things I'm saying, hashgacha pratis, because it hit me home so many last few days. Many people call me up. They say, what can I do? So this is what the secret, what the Rebbe said. I just want to mention that now. I want to go to another topic, which is just speaking about Kabbalah and Malchus Shamayim. A very important concept to know Chassidus. On one hand, Chassidus is, you learn Tanya, if you learn it superficially, you know that there's a Madai, there's Ave, there's Yire, it's a Beinani, and there's Ave, Sadikim, Ave, Sikli, now Yetivim, and so on. And he's asking people to reach to very high Madregis, not only Shmir Satay, but also to have Kavone and Aviyir and Heimadis and Aviyir. At the same time that the Rebbe says, it's very important in Tanya that he says, even a minute, a hero tshuva, or a machshove where you remind yourself about your connection to Yann's Baruch, this is immensely true and accepted l'mayim. Take when Malif, that the Rebbe says, such a year, but even if you have a machshove that you think about Hashem's Baruch, and you're going to listen to him, and you're going to follow, and you, right now, this minute at least, that's enough, that's going to hold you back from doing Aveire, Yom Kaim, Mitzvahs Yiras Hashem, Yom Kaim, Mitzvahs Avodas Hashem. Whatever you do tomorrow is a different issue. The idea is one true minute is also very important and tremendous important. It's not that because you're not going to get it the tomorrow, you're not going to be like that. You don't see yourself reaching to high levels, so therefore you already give up and think I'll never get there anyway, so never mind. So the Rebbe says, no, every minute, and every level that a Yid is, the whole Tanya is based, no matter even if he's not a Beinani yet. But at this minute he has a serious feeling of attachment to Hashem Yisborach, accepting Oil Machu Shamayim, like begging Hashem Yisborach. I would like to continue afterwards also, to not only right now, just for this minute alone, it's worth it that she created just for this minute. Because one of the concepts that the Rebbe speaks of, basis a lot, Tanya, is that because a person has in his neshama, that the Rebbe bases on the Rambam. It's like the Rambam says that by famous Rambam, that the Rebbe brings in Tanya, that the Rebbe brings so many times, that the Kovet Noisias Yem Roitzani, that every Yid Be'etzem wants to do Rotzon Hashem. It's halacha. This is what's happened. Halacha is you can't give a get, Chman Islam, only if you want to. You can't force someone to give a get. He has to want to do it. Because you can't give a get bal kocho. The husband has to want to give the get. What about if he has to give a get and even if Goyim force him to do it? Later, while they're forcing, he says, okay, I won't. So you might think he doesn't really mean it. He wants to. People are forcing him, they're torturing him, and so he's okay. I want. I'll give again. So you might think it's baloney. He doesn't really mean it. So if you want to be a full mark, you'll say, that's not really wanted. It's not really wanted. It doesn't count. So the Rambam says, and Allah says that it counts because he really wants it. Because he's an Yiddish kind. A Yiddish kind really wants to do what's Rotzon Hashem. It's just in the conscious mind that always is begotten, even if a goy forces it. But if goy forces to do what the Torah wants, is in doing, when he says Roitzani, he really means it, because there is expressed the real feeling of the Esem and Shover. That the Rebbe bases this a lot, that if there's a minute, a moment that you have, that you're between Hashem and you, nobody knows, and you say you want to give yourself over to Hashem, he said, you guys, that's called the Soyrus. Do I really mean it? Do I know what Hashem is? This is called the Soyrus that's going to last. What is it? The Rebbe says, no, this minute, if you have this minute, have a Soyrus, and the enough, that's enough that is going to live this minute, you're not going to do a veil because of that. This second, you're not going to do what you do tomorrow. I'm not asking you what is going to last for tomorrow. But this second, you're not going to do a very important because of that. That's called Yire, Yom Kaim, the mitzvah of Yire, Yom Kaim, the mitzvah of Avodas Hashem. So don't underestimate a minute a true minute of connection to Hashem. So, for sure that if you could have 1 minute is good, so 2 minutes is better. Another minute, another minute. I'm saying here going from one end to the other hand. On one hand, for sure we have to be continuously behaving the right way and knowing that we are doing what Hashem wants. But on the other hand, even a serious moment when it's only a second, that the Rebbe says, it's easy to get there because it's enough. Because he's taking in your feeling of Etzem Neshama also. You're not counting only what your conscious thought is. He's saying this is connecting with your subconscious that you really would like to do what Hashem wants. And therefore put it both together. So it's beautiful and you are there, you can't Kabul Machashamayim. You can't years Hashem, you Kabul Avodas Hashem, you Kabul HaKadosh Baruch Hu HaMelech. So I'm saying here you have two opposites. On one hand, we know it's important, 24/7. You have to be every second of the day. You have to be perfect. At the same time, also saying that 1 minute as a true hergish is atzmis legay. It's atzmis important. It's very, very, very true and important, and doesn't get erased. So to grab the minute at least. That should be easier. We're saying Chodesh Elul, at least to use out the time in Melech El Basode. What's going to be the difference? The difference is that the Rebbe says that if you are Mekabel Ponim of the Melech, you're going to the Melech. Then later the Melech is Mare Ponim Soichakus. Kabel Ponim Seir Ponim Yochis. Then is gives Maraponim Soichakois, then the Eibishter will help you that you should have a stronger feeling which will last, which will make it a Gedut Tshuva. But the first at the beginning, the second, to have a true second of accepting upon yourself, I want to be the Meirish of Melech. I have it. I want the Eibishter to be my Melech. These are two points. Same way in tshuva is also like that. On one hand, tshuva means that the Rebbe says you have to do tshuva, means you have to accept. What means the mitzvah to do tshuva? There's two ideas. For sure, you want the tshuva brings kapor. You do tshuva, so the Rebbe shall erase whatever you did until now. But the mitzvah is the mitzvah you should get for kapor. The mitzvah you have to do tshuva. There's a mitzvah you have to do tshuva. There's a mitzvah, just as a mitzvah put on tefillin, a mitzvah to do tshuva. The Rebbe says, what's the mitzvah of tshuva? Mitzvah of tshuva is it takes only a second. The mitzvah of tshuva is to accept upon yourself that you're not going to do any sin anymore. You're not doing anything against what the Eibishter wants. Not na'es and not na'loises. The Rebbe says, not fasting, nothing else. Nothing else. The serious moment of giving yourself over to Hashem, which is a big, it's a big thing to get to such a feeling. Now the Rebbe latest, that the Rebbe explains, that Rebbe means that even here the story like you learn. There's a din. Someone in Mekadesh, a woman, and says, "I'm giving you kedushin at night that I'm a tzaddik gomer." This person was a murderer and a ganev and a chlisvu for the chleisvu. You didn't see any change in it. The halacha is that she was mekabel the kiddushin, mekudesh is besofik. The sofik might be mekudesh. Why? Maybe he did tshuva. If he did tshuva, he became a tzaddik gomer. How do you know if he did tshuva? You don't know. But on the other hand, if to do tshuva, you would have, let's get the because this other din was negay. Marshal in Eidus, there's a din that a gazlan is possible Eidus. Someone's a balavera, he's not kosher, can use him for Eidus. So what about there's a din like this? So the gazlan comes to the gazlan comes to the best, says, I want to tshuva. I'm not going to guzzle anymore. So, do tshuva, and he becomes kosher ladies. And whether he's a edis for kedushin, for gerishins, for anything, is kosher ladies. Tomorrow, the guy goes back and robs a bank again, and he murders people again. It's a good question. Here you see the guy came to Bezdin and he said he does tshuva, and the next day he's a ganav again. So you should say that he never meant this whole thing as a whole play. They still say that because he came to Bezdin and he said he has charote, that's the tshuva, and he's a kosher ladies. Mongeton avere, that's why the meister, a naya mensch, but he did tshuva. The tshuva is tshuva. The Torah accepts that when he says that he's not going to do avere, that's like tshuva. And the Alter Rebbe says that if he has this feeling, then it already erases whatever happened before, and then he can't Bezdin shel Ma'ala not going to mention anything of all his averes. Just have this minute of tshuva. So later the Alter Rebbe gets the tshuva explains how important it is that you want to make sure that it's not going to happen again. So then it's not enough this here tshuva. You have to work on yourself to explain more, to understand what means you do avera, what means how to bring a mitzvah, and so on. So in order for it to last, there's a avodah. There's drachim and tanya how to last. But a serious feeling counts. You come from ois posel ladies, you become a kosher ladies. You come from a rosh gomer, you become a tzaddik gomer. Erase all your averes, whatever had before in maskiri chotzi double. What is the serious feeling that's needed? That serious feeling is Tanya mentioned so many times that every person has it already, has it hidden in his heart, just has to tune into it. You have to have, we spoke at the beginning about a hergish. This hergish, the feeling is there. You have it innate, and every Yiddish kind has that. But you have to tune into it, put your mind to it, to arouse in yourself a conscious feeling of this serious feeling. And then, even though you sound like it's only based on that serious hidden feeling, and you don't even know if you'll keep it tomorrow. It's right now you have a serious feeling. This minute counts tremendously. It counts for real. Forever and ever. This is the avodah of Chodesh Elul, is to try get once a serious feeling. Many times a serious feeling. That's all Achonah. Therefore we should come and later go into Heichel HaMelech and be zoiche to get not only kapora the over, but to get a hamshocha of a deeper and deeper attachment with Hashem Yisborach, and still to bring the Gilui HaMashiach v'korev. Chaim. This we understand. The Rebbe, end of the Elul, say, even already so many days in Elul, even on alle children, but sure metam maksivas. werden, also sein noch mehr, sein Geschichte kommen nach. Start thinking. The Rebbe said, it means someone else. This is everybody the truth. It's not that. Takchu. He just hears the word Elul. He remembers Rosh Hashanah. The Sikha of the Rebbe, interesting thing. The Sikha was the second Shabbos Chanukah for Hey Tevis. The Rebbe was a Magid, the Sikha middle when everybody was dancing Hey Tevis. The Rebbe speaks the Haftorah of Shabbos, second Shabbos Chanukah is a Yas Chiroy, is a Meshum Dike Sikha. The Rebbe speaks that when you go on, is a very deep in us. See this deep in Yemen. He speaks about the Achone, how the Achone is sometimes higher than even the mitzvah what you do afterwards. You go on with Tzoy, and you ask a Yid, are you Jewish? That's more choshuv than if he does the mitzvah or not afterwards. The Etzem Inyan, to remind him that he is, are you Jewish? Even he answers you, I don't want to talk with you, but you reminded him that he's Jewish. It touches a nerve in the Yid. A mitzvah is moeilijk, I do a mitzvah for not a kafta, not a Quran film. Stronger than that is just to remind the Yid that there's a Yid. Eibishter's eyes, the Rebbe knows it, how important is a serious moment, a serious reminding of I. Da werden anders. According to this cheshbon, can we understand why the Rebbe says everybody that already true. How many times does David Doiri? How many times will you get Shoifer? How many? Remind yourself that it's Rosh Hashanah, when you get Ksiv Toive. One reason or another, there's some kind of a shudder that may not always come out into, you see a change in the language. But even the shudder is so important, Hashem is Baruch. That's called Tshuva, and for that alone, and even kriegen Ksiv Toive. So for sure, the Rebbe said, because of that, for sure, alle Yidden haben Ksiv Toive. Alle Yidden haben alles gut. So the Rebbe wants. The idea is how to get it that it should be, we should see the good in it. But the David should give the Eden, Edens and Eden. And then you get a shudder. So this is the idea that we have to, the stronger and stronger the shudder is, that makes a big difference. How much to bring out of the new bracha of Ksiv Toive should be in a way of Toivad Nirva and Nigla. But the main shudder is there. The main shudder is for sure there. Tanya is very important that it should come through appreciation of us. So even the Ava Tivis should come, Ava Soteres should come begilui to understanding what's going on, understanding, appreciating in your level who we are dealing with, what the Eibishter is, what the Neshama is, my Neshama, someone else's Neshama. You're having a shudder, and everybody gives a shudder, usually that's my Neshama. Oh, Tanya is based on Chabad, that the Gilui, how important it is that this Ava, Mesoteres, should come begilui to understanding logically in your brain, in your understanding, what level your understanding is, how much you, at least how much you appreciate. What means that Kodesh Baruch Hu, even that it creates you, gives you life, gives existence to you, to the whole world, even that is also enough. You have to know more. You don't know what Atzilus, you don't know what Akil, just know that you created constantly from Hashem and that He, this logic should be thought about. Letting Hashem, I just mentioned it to my Talmidim said, but I don't know who recounts it, but Hashem Tov said, where does the Eibishter live? Wherever you're going to let him in. It's important to let him into your life. Eibishter for sure around